Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be continuing as Sokoto. Last episode, we conquered all of this inner Africa area and we got ocean access, and we managed to get, most importantly, we managed to get off of traditionalism into interventionalism. We provoked a revolution. Things are going pretty well now, and what we are thinking of doing is we are thinking of vassalizing Benin. Now, what will likely happen if we go to vassalize Benin, because the UK is cautious towards us, the UK will join in the war, and they will demand that we open our market, most likely. And we will just back down and open our market that way. This is an easy way to open your market, and what we will have to pay for that is we will have to pay war reps to Benin. And so maybe we don't want to do this. I'm not sure exactly what the state of affairs is. We'd kind of rather have the UK not join in against us, but if they do join in against us, it's not the end of the world. So we're going to try and see if we can make it happen here. Because us opening our market's not too bad, and I do think the UK is extremely likely to join in against us. This is what we have observed with our practice runs, is once you have one coastal state, the UK just loves joining in to open your market. They love it more than anything else. They're just like, oh, we can open a market, we join that war, we take those. And so we will also ask for war reps. We will not make it a primary war goal. We could also ban slavery here. But they are worried, as well they should be, until the UK joins to clap us. Now, we would not mind at all if Benin just backs down. It's very likely that we just get clapped, though. And so, they're worried, but I'm worried too, as things go. We have a bunch of stuff in the queue already that we kind of have situated. I guess we want this livestock at the front because it's almost done. Unless it's just in a bad area to have it. Well, the UK hasn't joined against us yet. I guess maybe we can make war reps primary and demand ban slavery. More than happy to, just slowly open our stuff and not have to pay the war reps. We are concerned about having to delete some of our construction centers in the near future. We don't want to do that, but it's probably what we're going to have to do. We do not want to run, we do not want to have a credit line that is negative. We get to establish a uni, which is great. Higher learning, you're telling me. So we can get university throughput, probably want that. Empiricism progress. I guess empiricism progress might be good. Let's do that. But now, we're starting to get a little bit of a bump in our innovation. 54. It's not nothing. It's not a whole lot either. Construction's cranking out pretty good. As this finishes, this furniture camp, what we will do is we will find a logging camp that's maybe not super high level. Like 2 is pretty good, and we will swap this over to hardwood production. That way we can swap the furniture over to luxury furniture production. I think this is our first furniture place. Do you not have pops to employ it? Yeah, you do. Benin backs down, and they give us vassalization and war reps, which is quite nice. We will need to come in here, and we're going to move this government administration up to the top of the queue. I did not put this millet, so this seems to be one of the bugs that the construction queue has, which maybe it's just super broken here, because... So the investment pool transfer will only pay for the automated stuff. I did not put this millet farm in the queue. Nor did I put the earlier, the cattle production in the queue. I, in fact, would not want a millet farm built here, because I'm pretty sure they're overwhelmed on production. Yeah, they're overwhelmed on infrastructure. We're going to actually delete this. But I think this is part of the bugginess where, in terms of the automation, it puts some stuff in your government queue, which it shouldn't be doing. But okay. I think we don't want to give power to them, so we'll definitely just come up onto this. Credit where credit's due. Probably crediting the Industrialists here. And now we're making a little bit of money. Because now the investment pool is draining because there's glass being produced in North Cameroon, which seems fine. We'll put it on auto expand. We do want to swap it to leaded glass as quickly as possible, so we will have to find... Where can we build lead? I'd rather not build it where we already have stuff. Well, it's not a problem. Well, it's not an option. Ooh, we have a very big infrastructure problem here, man. Really trying to get to these railways a bit quicker. What we will do, because that infrastructure problem is a problem, is we'll get rid of consumption tax, and we will go to edicts, we'll go to decrees, and we will do road maintenance here, which will help alleviate some of that and help, you know, get some better output here, but it's not a lot. As we finish more and more of these government admins, we'll start incorporating more and more of these internal states, which will help out. We're making a little bit of money now. We could go for more. We could go for Oyo and Ashanti here as well. We are decaying infamy right now anyways. I kind of don't want to get split open by the UK. I'm kind of terrified of the UK. We'll improve relations with them. They are domineering, so now they're almost certainly going to join against us. And it wouldn't be the worst. We wouldn't mind being in their customs union. We have to get ourselves off of... The problem is I don't want to pay 10% of our income to Oyo or Ashanti, which is what would happen if we try and attack them first. I do think I put this cotton plantation here, but other than that, like, some weird stuff. Like, the paper mill is auto-producing in Houseland, or in East Houseland? Yeah, okay. This is auto-producing. Paper is a bit expensive, so this is fine. Could maybe expand construction, but put a little bit at the end of the queue. Yeah, the infrastructure is just such a problem, and it's especially a problem in our non-incorporated states. We are going to be looking to incorporate them. We'll put this up after the tooling workshop. And we are going to have to put steel somewhere in the queue. I think we have... no, we don't have a decent amount of infrastructure anywhere. I think it'll sort by that now. I guess we're going to do it in East Houseland or Houseland. And we'll do maybe steel in East Houseland and the engines in Houseland. Or we'll do steel here and engines in the other one. Distillation is, of course, not spreading, but we are pushing it first. Actually, maybe we want to push atmospheric engine here. This is going to spread to us anyways. This will get us railways just a little bit quicker, but it'll be slightly inefficient because we're researching a tech ahead of time until this finishes. That seems fine. Really need to get onto railroads pretty soon here, so... Let's take a look at our infamy. We're gonna need to take a look at the UK. Okay, so they're just cautious towards us, so maybe we can get a war. That doesn't involve them splitting us open like a coconut. Vassalizing OEO seems fine. Alright, well, let's just save before we do this. I think we don't want the UK to join. And so... I think they're pretty likely to join. It's not the end of the world. We just have to pay the 10% juice for 5 years. I just think we can get off of... that there's a better way for us to get off of isolationism here. Once we get rid of oligarchy, or once we get oligarchy, we can now swap... We had one... Yeah, here it is. We can swap this over to sweeteners. Swap this over to pot stills. And now we need to produce a little bit more, where are we producing sugar even? But it might be good to switch these to fig... Nope, not good to switch to fig orchards. Alright, fair enough. You got me. We have we have one sugar thing. Okay, that's fair. We're gonna also ask for war reps. We're gonna make it primary, and then we're gonna ban slavery as a secondary. It looks like maybe the UK is not gonna stick their finger in our pie here. We're about to finish another government administration, at which point we can integrate another place. We'll come up on the speed. We will just incorporate here. And once that place employs up a little bit, we'll incorporate here as well. I think we're incorporating everywhere now. Just about. Incorporate there as well. Warrior breaks out with Oyo. We will take the juice ourselves. Furniture is getting auto-produced. Where? Outer Houseland. More than happy for them to kind of push the economies of scale. Tooling workshop is going to have a little bit of come up. Build another one of these. We'll check the journal. Yeah, we're gonna, hopefully we get a nice tick on oligarchy. Last episode we got really, really lucky ticks overall in terms of our law passing, so can't really complain at any point. And they are now domineering, the UK is. We will improve relations while they damage them. We do not want them to... Right now they can't declare war on us because we have positive relations. We don't want them to be able to declare war on us, although I don't think they would vassalize us. I think we're too big now to vassalize. I think that's too big of an infamy chunk for them. Well, I don't want to take the bureaucracy hit. So we'll do this. We'll ignore some corruption. Classical oligarchy. Hopefully colonization nat spreads. We would like colonization sometime in the near future, but railroads is just more important. Okay, we are incorporating that. I think we do have the government administration in here. Put this at the top and then we'll knock it down a couple pegs. Guess we don't need the steel for a little bit. We'll kick it to the back. Did I just delete it instead? Where? No. Okay, there it is. Add a little more construction. Things are coming up quite nicely. Hopefully we get a tick on the oligarchy here. That will significantly eat into the clout of the landowners as well. We are trying to keep them down. They are coming back up. It is hard for us to pass this law for any much longer. What a ridiculous thing to say. Definitely need tip-top shape from the Industrialists, not the lemma. Mainly just trying to get our laws through here. Are you still domineering? Good sir, you are still domineering. So they will almost certainly join any war we start, which is kind of why we're not going to start another war here. At least not for a little while. We'll take the juice on the enactment time. I think time is a little of the essence because we are going to trend towards being illegitimate, at which point we can't pass the law at all. We could maybe lower taxes here, but I think we're fine. Considering we're isolationist, I think we're fine running the higher taxes for a little bit. We probably want to actually increase construction a little bit if we can. I'm not going to increase it in an area that is currently too much infrastructure. That is way too much construction. I take that back. We'll just do 2. Don't need the iron mines right now. These places needs more what's it called, infrastructure anyways. France is making a dominion of Ashanti, which is not actually what we want. Can we just conquer Togo? If we start a war with Ashanti, I think France does not get to join mid-war. I don't really know how this interaction works. We would love to take Togo for the sulfur. Let's just see how this works. I'm curious if they make a dominion, if France makes a dominion out of them, will it auto-pull them into, will it auto-pull France into our war? I guess maybe we should try to, no, I don't think we could make vassal if they dominion them. But I think we could conquer Togo. Go for war reps, maybe? Curious how this works. Also, if they back down versus France, we get oligarchy. Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna stop promoting social mobility in the capital, I think. And now we should be able to reform the government, maybe putting... Can we get the Intelligentsia in there anyway? We can. Perfect. Can we ditch the lemma? We can. Can we ditch these guys? No, not really. But we can do this. So now we can try and do the Intelligentsia laws. Like, freedom of conscience. Can also go guaranteed libs, which I don't hate. Can also open the borders. Can't come off of this. What do we need? Stock exchange? Okay. I'm gonna try and do freedom of conscience. Oop. I guess this is all we're gonna go for. Ashanti backs down. Perfect. We get this little state. They're gonna vassalize them, or France is. I wonder if they would have... Yeah, they just backed down because they're getting clapped anyways. I wonder if they would have backed down if we tried to go for the other state. I don't know. So I guess we still don't know how all this interacts, but now we do have sulfur, which we did not have any before. So this is nice for us. Is this rev coming down? No, it's not. They're just getting weaker. Now, we do want to get rid of consumption tax. I think we actually don't need to encourage road maintenance here. Maybe we do. Let's get that. Let's do that. Let's encourage road maintenance again. Come into decrease here. And then we will decrease this. We'll incorporate this. We won't need the steel for a little bit, so we'll just kick it to the back here. We are going to need a whole lot more coal, I think. Put one of those at the front, one of those at the back. Because we're going to go atmospheric engine. Do we have to wait until we research mechanical tools to go all of our places over to atmospheric engine? I think we keep the coal off of atmospheric engine. We just swap the iron mines only onto it. I don't like that you have to have both mechanical tools and atmospheric engine in order to get the atmospheric of engine event. It is nice that mechanical tools is what's not spreading to us. This is actually super fantastic. So we'll make everything a little bit quicker. And we do want to build engines here eventually. Preserve state religion is extreme. But this is decaying? That's kind of curious. If we can get rid of state religion, we can put in like public schools and stuff. Perfect. Alright, we got rid of state religion. So we will slowly be able to kneecap the other guys, and we can also go private schools. Can't go public yet, because we don't have empiricism. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll go private schools for now, which empowers the Intelligentsia anyways, so this is kind of nice. We are going to be running negative bureaucracy, and we do need to get rid of some more of this. Consumption taxes. We're going to need some more of these. That revolution is going to pop. I think we can fight it. It's going to be a little uncomfortable though, so let's do it. Alright. Add a couple barracks here. We haven't been able to delete barracks in newly acquired states for a while, so... we are going to get a revolution here. But we'll kneecap the groups we don't want. Get my atmospheric engine pump. Can't really use it right now. We also do have Oyo and Benin to help us out. So this should be a relatively comfortable revolution. Whatever that means. Yeah, they have a decent amount of troops. We should still be okay here. They're gonna push in. Yeah, they're gonna clap him. We're just gonna hold them here, and they're gonna clap. Now, Great Britain could have joined against us, which would have been uncomfortable. We'll take the Intelligentsia hit, because I think they're super happy with what we've been doing recently, so we can afford it. Yeah. And clapped. Just another casual revolution, you know? Which will juice the hell out of our guys. Unfortunately, our guy is still, what a cute little baby. Of course, this guy is still Sunni Ulema, so we kind of do want to come off of, go Parliamentary Republic early-ish. What do we need? I don't think we have the tech we need to be able to go in. We need democracy. So maybe we want that over colonization. It is not spreading to us. Perfect. And we capitulate on them, or we force them to capitulate. We, of course, need to reset all the production methods. We will actually need to just go look over everything. Okay, we do need... Alright, we have no lead. We have gas streetlights. We will swap these over to secular. And then we will swap all the furniture manufacturers onto luxury production, and then we'll swap all these specific logging camps over to that. And we will come up and... oh, this will be 75%. We can't do 75% of these. But there's not enough demand for coal. Shoot, I guess we'll just sit tight for now. We can't do atmospheric engine pump. We want to, but we want to proc the event in such a way that it's good for us, so... we'll just take a little radicalism here. Shanti is a French subject. We do want to colonize into here so we can start conquering into there. Yep, just waiting on this democracy and the mechanical tools. I guess... Where were we building the steel? Do we even have the steel? Did it finish? Or was it... No, it was somewhere in the places that revved. Alright. I think it was here. That's unfortunate. Add a couple of these because we're almost done with mechanical tools and we do want to swap up. So we'll do that. Banana. Okay, discord within the rural folk. More than happy to juice the industrialists at their expense. I think we're incorporating everyone. Let's just double check. Yep, we want them to pay taxes. Now we can turn on the atmospheric engine pump because now we will get the event in a good way. So let's do it. We can afford that. Public schools. Place is not fully employed. Unfortunately, we could increase the demand significantly for iron in order to push it up. So let's try and do that. Oh, we don't have iron. We don't have iron frame buildings. We can't increase the demand for iron as easily as we'd like. Well, we do need it to juice the thing, so let's go. Might even want to go urban planning before railways. I guess we just won't get the atmospheric engine pump juice, actually. Unfortunate. We have private schools. Nice. Starting to get a little bit legitimate after we decrease the power of these IGs. Can we get off of monarchy? No, because we need... I guess we just wait. Or we could take a tick of no migration controls. Rural folk hate it, though. Industrialists are powerful. Hell yeah, brother. You'll love to see it. Pacifist, though. Don't like that. It ends damaging relations. Let's make sure we're improving relations with Great Britain. We are. They're domineering. I think they're damaging relations with us. Do not want to get clapped by them. Let's improve relations with them now that we can. And now that the second steel is finishing, let's swap these over to steel tools, which will cause all these to employ. We'll increase the demand for stuff. I think that solves the inputs. Maybe, could we make enough steel? Might have to do some of this action. Build even more steel. We do need you to build motor industries. Unfortunately, we can't just export this. We could delete some of the levels to proc the event. I don't think this is worth, though. Migration controls. We'll just take the mild one. We'll come off this. It's not super essential we pass this at the moment. And we would really like to switch to Parliamentary Republic here. This is a pretty big movement to preserve monarchy. So we might have yet another rev. So why don't we? We don't really need a lot of the military. Why don't we delete most of it that is not in East Houseland? Just leave a smattering that we can easily take on if we need to. This will also save us some cash. Although we do want to build a military in the near-ish future. Ooh, I forgot we do have sulfite pumping, so let's do this. Because So we want to swap this over to sulfide pumping, which will change this from merchant guilds over to privately owned, which is good for us. Let's take a look what's not spreading over here in society tech. I guess we still want to go colonization next. We're not going to get the atmospheric engine pump event for railways here anymore. Do have a revolution brewing, but we made sure to delete a lot of the military before this got to pop off. Benin is damaging relations. I guess we kind of would rather them like us. Because I believe they can. Well, I've never seen the AI declare war, but they can. Hopefully this is an outer houseland. Yeah, it is. AI seems to be getting a lot better about being sensitive to economies of scale. Go precision tools for more luxury furniture. Swap more of these over to hardwood. We'll get these onto sulfide pumping as soon as one of these finishes. One of these sulfur mines up here. Which, of course, now it is privately owned. So we're coming on quite nicely. Nicely. I don't even know what I was trying to pronounce there. But we're coming along quite nicely with the Intelligentsia and the Industrialists in government here. That is going to make it easier for us to, you know, get stuff through. I think we might, and now that we're on Parliamentary Republic, it automatically kicks out the Sunni ulema from the government, which helps us to maintain a more legitimate government. So this this combo of these three, I guess, will be where we're at for the time being. And these guys will slowly drift into inconsequentialism. Okay. I do want to come off of national supremacy at some point. Guess we can switch to pro-army now here pretty comfortably. Which will help to decrease the power of the landowners even more. They're already super pissed anyways. And then maybe we could get the sulfur mines to a high enough level to proc the event. But it looks like we're just going to get rails anyways here. These are pretty profitable. We are on relatively good PMs. Yikes, we got to swap this though. So we're going to... I think we're just going to get rid of this. What are we doing here? Yikes. I think we're just going to float this negative for a little while, which is not good. It does make interest groups that are out of the government really pissed, but they're already really pissed anyways. So it's not too bad. Put this on auto expand. Add some more of that. Is this gonna really rev? Well, it's close. We'll see what we do. We'll see what happens. Try and get on the railroads here. We'll have a lot of shifts once we get on the railroads. Honest work is achieved? How did that happen? Alright, well that's one's actually pretty good for us. Professional army. We might get yet another rev here. Which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna pop. So I think we want to not be working on that anymore. We just have huge infrastructure problems overall. This rev is gonna pop though. Maybe we just come off of this It doesn't pop? I think it just pops either way, to be honest. TBH. Weird that this is auto-producing food industries, but okay. I can dig it. Yep. Would want to go guaranteed liberties at some point, I think. Yeah, this is painful. Can you guys, like, not? Okay, thanks. We get railways. So, the first place we're going to put down a railway is here in Nigeria, I think. And then the capital so we can get rid of the road maintenance. Well, we want the Nigeria one to finish first, so we'll do that. We'll acquiesce. Little acquiescence. Just lots of revving here. Which is fine, we're pushing through reforms quite quickly. These groups hate us anyways. And we are going to get these railroads off and going real soon here. We're just having huge infrastructure problems, so this is going to be very, very nice. Let's just make it all railroads here. I think the one in Nigeria is finished. Why don't we come in here and also just get them on wooden cargo start. That way it's easier to transition to steel later. I don't think you need... Oh, but you still have an infrastructure problem. Because this is a shortage. Oh, engines need to come on up. Okay. Fair enough. We don't need to make the military guy more popular. This is fine, as is. Let's see how you look at infrastructure. I guess you're going to need another one of these. For us to be able to remove the stuff. How are you doing on engines? Oh, you need steel. You have no steel? Because it's part of the revolution. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That is fair. This is why revolutions are bad, you know? Probably should try not to have another one. Just gonna do this, and then of course that does mess up our hardwood split. We're gonna come in here. Where's the hardwood? We're gonna swap just this one over to hardwood. More to follow. Put you on atmospheric engine pump. Put you on fig orchards now. See how this is looking. Giving 8 infrastructure out of how much possible? So 9-ish. Okay, so it is about capped out, and so we do need the other one. But once it finishes, then we will be able to take off the road maintenance. Let's see. We get pro army. Cool. Now, what do we want? Probably open up the borders, maybe. Well, we really want to get off of this, but let's go property and women. Oh, poor laws. Everyone's happy with poor laws. We can do some poor laws. Everyone likes this. Actually, maybe we just chill instead. Let's just chill. We've passed a whole bunch of laws. We've revved twice this episode. I think it's, probably just hang out a little bit. Probably want to annex Benin at some point, but not while they're... Oh, they're protective now. We get asked to become a protectorate. We're going to save and see about annexing Benin. Said we're going to save and see about annexing Benin. Because Benin, very importantly, does have iron. So, that is a big one. Really hate to see them there, but you know, it is what it is. Hate to see the US there, but it is what it is. UK sides with Benin. They want to open the market. But we don't want to give independence here. So we're just gonna load. Is it that bad though? I think we could just open the market anyways. Once we have the market open, they won't want to join against us on every single war. So we're just fine. Alright, I think we finished here, so we can stop encouraging road maintenance. And I think we're good here, so we can stop encouraging road maintenance. And now, I think that we don't need to be bolstering and and suppressing anywhere near as much. So let's stop suppressing that. And let's start re-adding some consumption taxes back in. I'm gonna up this, go to Baki. And then I don't think we need to bolster these guys anymore. So we're gonna add in some more consumption taxes on luxury furniture, sure, and liquor, sure. Put that in on Darfur and that in there. Add another couple construction centers, and we're going to try and pop off and get to 100 construction by the end of the episode here. Oh, job creators gets deactivated off that? That's unfortunate. Now remember, we really don't want to run a credit line because it's more uncomfortable when you're unrecognized. You get worse interest rates. Where is this at? North Cameroon? Kind of would rather they have built that here. But okay. You do you, brother. Let's see what we got in terms of events. Atmospheric engine. A little surprised this can't employ. It's unfortunate. We have the qualifications here. Do we just not have the pops? Well, I got peasants. Maybe we gotta get rid of slavery here. Nobody supports getting rid of slavery. Are you like a slaver? That's wild. Super righteous government though, so things are looking good on that front. Guess we do want guaranteed libs here. I need a little bit more of that. Oh, we already have one of these queued. And almost finished. Benin is damaging relations. You don't say. Man, that sucks. We would have wanted that. UK went for it. I guess if we get Mossy and get into here, we can kind of cut them off from some spots. We are going to want to go colonization next. Now, I think we want international trade. And stock exchange. Or just international trade will do for now. go up on that quite a bit. We get guaranteed liberties. Cool. I think the armed forces are really happy with us. We wouldn't mind them being weaker a little bit. We don't need a tremendous amount from them. Now let's go colonization, and we will go exploitation. Wowza. That is easy to pass. Armed forces love it, of course. And we should actually colonize pretty quick because we have really high population. We are going to actually want more administration though, so we can up colonization and other stuff. Get a little bit extra authority, that's nice. Quinine is damaging relations, unfortunate. We do want to get into Messina. We are going to be having troubles soon-ish, though. I think we're going to go shipyard into like 5 naval bases here. Because it takes forever for the naval bases to recruit. I think we're kind of coming up on turning a little bit of a corner. Let's see also where we have the most peasants. We might want arms industries there. We get exploitation. Nice. So now we can establish colonies. And we want to cut off this if we can. We do want property to women. Let's do it. Rural folk are not happy about that, but it is what it is. Let's kick this up to the top because we are having problems. Kind of level. This started coming back down when we started putting the consumption taxes back in. Great Britain colonized Guinea. It's going to be really hard to kick all these great powers out of here. Tentatively, the goal for the run is to try and unify all of Africa, which I don't know how achievable that is, but we'll see, I suppose. I don't think we can build an arms place yet. Yeah, we can't even build arms industries yet. Let's kick this to the top here. We're close to the top. That's not too bad. Considering we're having a little bit of a come up here anyway. Good. Wonder where it's building this engine thing. North Cameroon. Alright. We can't stop them. We need lead though. Gunsmithing is nice. So we have no industries here in Bornu, so why don't we put... Or actually, we could just do it in the capital. Do want to eventually have a more modernized military. Great Britain is doing a bunch of colonizing. We'll take this one. Oh baby, lucky roll. Let's go. Don't rev. Please. Is there a more legitimate government? Probably not. Nope. Just these three. Us against the world. If this continues to grow, we might come off it. Yeah. About to get international trade, which is going to be nice, so we'll come off of this after the next tick either way. And they'll be happy when we do. Oh, well. I mean, we're off of it. So now, let's try and get Mercantilism up in here. How pissed are you gonna go? I think we could fight this rev. I think we'd rather not rev though. Still don't have urban planning. Kinda wanna get on that. I mean, it will eventually not spread to us, but I think after that we'll go mechanized workshops though. Very strong tech. And then Great Britain won't want to split us open at every turn, and we should be able to incorporate Oyo and Benin. Unfortunately, Great Britain came in here, though. We also look to speed up the colonization, but we have a lot to do before that. I guess going empiricism is also okay here. Let's actually go empiricism first. That way, Canaries has a chance to not spread. Looks like this is decreasing. Yeah, buddy. This colony is growing nice and steady. Italian military consultants. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it. We owe you an obligation. What are you going to do? Pull us into your market? We're isolationists, buddy. Really want to border with Messina here. Could establish more colonies elsewhere, but I don't think we will. Put that on military shipbuilding, that's what we'll want. Currently trying to get mercantilism out here. Forgot what we said we wanted to do by the end of the episode. Oh, we wanted to get to 100 construction. Well, I don't know about that anymore. Intelligentsia should be pretty happy with us right now anyway. I don't think we'll lose a, I think we're just still on, yeah, plus 20. We're fine. We are chilling. Embassy of North German Federation. Part of the ambassador village to the west. Interested in establishing good relations with Sokoto states. We could owe them an obligation. Pretty interested in just getting the tech spread here, yeah? And we owe them an obligation, but this is whatever. Added a bunch of that. I think the auto queue will handle those infrastructure problems, maybe. a whole bunch more construction coming in. Once we get urban planning, we can turn on some of these iron frame construction buildings as well, which will also up construction nicely. Getting close to having a border here. Notably, no one else has a border with Messenia, so they cannot intervene and join in on us. Very easily, at least. And once we get Mercantilism, they won't want to as much anyways. Don't mind if I do. Get extra tech spread. Juiced. This event chain is actually so nice. I've never done it before where we're trying to pass Mercantilism, but this is super, super nice for us here. Do we have insufficient tax capacity anywhere? No. So we will up it here. We are contested. There's no way to make it better. Just one step closer over there. Interesting that we're gonna probably... Oh, the United States gets such a nice start in terms of colonization. They're actually gonna be in really good shape here. Romanticism spreading to us. Let's take a look at actually the tech spread. Base value, literacy. Oh, it increases with literacy, so just upping literacy is good too. We're building all those in one spot so they benefit from economies of scale instead of spreading out. Yeah, this event's great. We'll take the 20 prestige, thanks. We can up colonization if we had more bureaucracy. So let's prioritize that a little bit. Urban planning. Just gonna solve all of our infrastructure problems everywhere, and in particular will allow us to do some of this action, which will up the demand for iron, so these iron mines can actually fully employ. Ooh. Looks like we need to build more coal. AutoQ is going to handle that to some extent, but we can handle that a little bit more. Oh, just a little bit more. Are we paying any in subsidies? We're paying a lot for subsidies, and so these subsidies are all going to the railway. The way that we can increase or decrease the amount we're paying in subsidies is by making the railway more profitable. Ooh, I forgot we built that, so we can switch these over to crystal glass and ceramics. Cool. Also switch these to pot stills. Can't do craftsman sewing though, because we don't have silk. Can switch these over. Gonna do that. Gonna switch these. Nah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch on the rural stuff first. It's going to lose money, but it's gonna decrease the amount we have to pay in subsidies. So we'll see how much this comes down. Subsidies are down to 2K. Alright, let's do coffee as well. We get mercantilism. Perfect. So, let's put in... Actually, yeah, let's put in a couple things that we want. Because now we can trade with people. We can try and import... Well, we're kind of cool getting the coal ourselves. We could import from the American market. And the British market. And the French market. I would rather import fabric from these guys. We're making a lot of fabric. Can we import wood from you guys? Although we don't mind expanding our own wood industries right now. Let's just see what the highlights has to say. Yeah, we should import wood and grain. We can import a lot of grain from the French market. We can export paper. It's funny. I think we eventually want to be exporting tools primarily, so... why don't we get in on that a little bit? It's always weird when you, like, are isolationism and you get off isolationist. So let's see if we can export tools profitably to anyone. We can to the Austrians and the Americans. Why don't we do the Americans and the French? Because it takes us 0 convoys, and this will drive up the profitability of our tools. And we, of course, got to get off this. So we can ditch 2 consumption taxes. I think it's cleaner to just stop bolstering the Industrialists. There we go. And then we are exporting tools. And why don't we come in here and protect some of our own domestic goods that are important inputs. Wood, fabric, iron. Softwood, hardwood, where's fabric? I think we're happy to collect the tariffs on the tools for now, but we could encourage exports on the tariffs. This would be fine. But this episode, we've expanded a little bit. We got 2 revolutions, and we managed to open up our market, so now we're kind of off and away. You know, we have this navy that is kind of building up here that will be useful eventually, and we'll be able to do stuff around the world. We also have arms industries in here, and so we're planning on, you know, starting to adjust and build up to better PMs, this sort of stuff, and emerge a little bit on the world stage. To some degree, we're also trying to colonize towards Messenia, and hopefully we can go after them and Sigo and these guys and Carta and all these, a bunch of these little countries, and you know, try and expand our base here. I think that trying to unify all of Africa would be a neat goal. I think it's pretty, well, we'll see what we can do. This will be an amusing goal if we can get it, but we are well off on our way now. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.